Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Hyper Trader, back at you again and again and again, but again with another video. This video, we're just gonna talk about double tops and double bottoms. If you just do this alone, I promise you, this can make you a millionaire. Just tops and bottoms on the market, just finding them and playing the bounces. And I'll tell you which bounces to play, which ones kind of not to play in this video. So let's get to it. This is a chart of Apple, right? Famous computer, famous tech, phones, everything like that. But if you notice, a lot of times the market retraces, goes up, goes down. But how can we find them? Well, this video will show you. So check it out. Right here, if we look, right? Let's look, what is a double top? What's the bottom? Well, the tops is when the market at one point in time reaches a level that makes a high. So you know that's your top right there. And then there's a time where it comes down, was a pullback or retracement, or it makes a low, and that becomes your bottom before it retraces back up. That's your bottom. So for example, right here in this scenario, this is your high. Right, in this case, when it ran up all the way here, this was your high, right? And then it came back here, right? At this point, this is your low, and it came back and touched the high area, right? Now, double tops and double bottoms do not have to be perfect. What I mean by that is it doesn't have to be like if it's 200, the stock has to hit 200. Well, the stock hit $199, right? 99 cents. So it doesn't have to be exact, but it needs to be near, if that makes sense. So same thing right here. So look right here. If I mark this right here, this is not perfect, but it's close. Let's blow it up. Look. Well, it looks better when I did right here. But even if I marked it right here, it's not perfect, but it's close to perfect, right? It doesn't have to be. Which I also play supply and demand zones as well, that's my favorite, my preference, because support double tops and bottoms are just points, right? So right here, look, this is my top right here, right? Can reach this high. Guess what happens when it reaches the high? It came down, boom, right? And then guess what? It hit this bottom area, right? Not perfect, maybe this was what, $1 off, like I was saying. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if it's near, that's good enough. Came back, hit it right here, and then bounce all the way up. Now we look at other YouTube videos that try to show perfect double tops, double bottoms. You're not going to get that all the time. That's not reasonable. So just remember, when the market makes a high and it makes a low, right? Remember, if it's a pullback or all-time low, that's going to be your bottom. And then if it hits it again, that's your double bottom. So usually the first time it does it and the third time it does it, you'll get really nice bounces. And you want it to be spaced out. You don't want them to be close together, because if it's like, just say if it came here, up, and then here, the probability of it going more down, or back up, is not good. So I notice when there's more space out, it's a better opportunity when you can buy it for a nice pop back up. But usually the first hits, the third hits. So for example, came here, came all the way back, hit this level. Guess what happened? It bounced. So imagine beginning here, right here. There's 100. That's almost not $100. About $70 move. Just guesstimating from here to here, right? So that's incredible gains right there. Incredible. Then guess what happened right here? Came here. Look at the top. Made the top right here. Get what? Came back down. Boom. Now this is be your bottom right here. Let's take a little bit of time to get this to click. I hate when that happens. But you see right here where my lines at, I have it right here at the 219 area. Like, came back here, hit it. Eventually came back here. Boom, for another nice bounce up. And then came right here. But the key is usually the first and third hits are usually nice bounce. In this case, second time it came back to try to hit it, and collapsed, right? But that's okay. The legs do a retrace, maybe back down. But that's a whole different video. But when you look at this right here, you see the first hit, boom, nice bounce, boom. Now we know in the future, if Apple comes back to this, up in this height, this level region, you know for a fact, a little off, but that's okay. But you know for a fact it'll hit this and retrace. Let's find another example. Let's go to Amazon. So we look at the Amazon chart. This is all the time, right? So we know in the future, it comes back here. You know, on this level, we will look for probably a bounce back down for a little bit, right? How far? Nobody knows, right? But you get an idea, right? Guess what? Guess where it hit? Came back all the way down here, double bottom. It hasn't popped up yet, but it could do a nice little bounce up and continue going up, or it can come back and continue coming down, right? But you see right here, your double bottom right here, boom. Then did a little pop right here, little pop up. Simple. Again, let's go back in time. I remove the drawing. Look right here. Came up in this section. Did a double top right here. Came back. Guess what happened? Boom. First hit. Boom. Came down. Right? Then you look for like the bottoms, like gap fills, like a spot. But look right here in this section. Look, came here. This time hit the first time. Did a little bounce. I really don't like that, but that's okay. But like came back, hit it. Boom. Bounce. Nice move. Right here. Came back. Again, second time. Came back, nice bounce. Came back almost a third time, and then made a nice bounce right back up. But you see it all the time. If I came, hit it right here. What's this? It's like from 165. Let's move it back over here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, look. Came back, came above it, broke back down, and raced back up. Right? Came back down just a little bit, and came back up. Does it work all the time, 100%? No. But does it work a lot? Yes. Look right here. Double bottom right here. Look right here. Came up. Boom. Nice little space-ish. There's a lot of days. This is the daily chart we're trading. But look right here. Came up. Guess what? Guess what happened? First hit. Boom. Nice bounce. You got it. Right? Look right here. Another scenario. Look. Double top. Guess what happened? Came down. Look right here. Came right here. Look at this. Double bottom. Look. Came back here. First hit. Boom. Nice bounce. Came back here. Hit again. Boom. Nice bounce. Came back. Came down. Boom. And then just finally broke. But guess what happened? Came here. Came up. Came back down. Boom. Nice pop. Boom. Remember first hits? Boom. It does this all the freaking time. Now, if you do this, just this alone, only for trading, you just gotta be patient. Just wait to hit your levels, and you can make buku gains. It's just that simple. Now, people try to complicate it. They try to add like, RSI, stuff like that. You don't really need a lot of stuff. Really, you really don't. It's not complicated. I think people make trading more harder than what it has to be. But it's simplicity. The more simple your chart is, the easier it will be for you. The easier it will be. Because you can just keep going back to Amazon. Look, it does all the time. Look for this scenario. Look right here. I'm just going to click a random spot. Look right here. If I click this right here, look where it matches up at on Amazon. Can't hear? So for some reason my mouse not clicking. But I came right here. Guess what happened? Came all the way back here, like first hit. Boom. Guess what happened? Da-da-da-da-da. Bang. It does all the time. I can find like right here. I can look for a short. Click this right here. Okay, but guess what? Hit right here. Guess what? It happened. It came down. Boom. First hit. Came back down again. Second hit. Third. Right here, came down just a little bit, and then bounced up, and then came right back down. Right? You see this all the time. And if you're wrong, guess what you can do? Just get out the very next candle. If you're wrong, just get out the very next candle. If you just want to do this just alone, without anything else, just want to play just like this, that's how you get in. So if it breaks above this, then get out. If it breaks below this, if you're going along, then just get out. Right? The next candle, if you go not, just get out the candle. Save yourself some money. live to play another day, right? That's all the market does. It does this all the time, like all the time. I'm just looking at examples. Like right here, I'm just doing a random one. Like I'm picking a spot like right here. Sometimes the clicky doesn't want to work. There we go. Right here, look, click right here, boom. Guess what happened? Boom. Went up. Here again, boom. Came back up. Still a double bottom right here. Close above it. Guess what happened? Boom. You just do this all the time. You just mark this right here. Is it gonna work all the time? No. For example, right here, didn't work perfectly. Came right here, you short it, you would have get out maybe this candle right here, and then boom, right? Save yourself some money. And it came back down, right? Now this is your support right here, 101. Did it ever hit 101 again? Boom. Crazy in the future. Look what happened. This is crazy. Look. Because remember, once this breaks, this becomes your support. If it breaks down, this becomes your resistance. That's how it works. But look right here. So now that this broke, now this becomes your support. This is your support level right here. This becomes support. Look what happened. I supported it right there. That's crazy. But you would have made a lot of money just trading this strategy alone on a major volatile stock. Can make you hundreds of millions of dollars, right? But it's not a fast process. Of course, it's slow. But if you just do double tops and double bottoms, I guarantee you, you'll be a profitable trader. So stay tuned for my next video. If you have any questions, any concern, just let me know. Write in the comment section. Also subscribe because your boy is about to put you on the map. Peace.